Don't you have something better to do?
Hope you're enjoying the music at the lounge. I feel like I know you.
I found your slate. Turns out a fan picked it up.
A fan? Really? Although, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. They can get pretty possessive. Doesn't matter if it's my things or my time.
I'm sorry you have to deal with that.
Yeah, it's not all bad. Love can be toxic, or it can be beautiful. Sometimes people just confuse the two. But sounds like it all worked out in the end. I've got my slate, which means the people will get their trip. Inspiration's like a wave. Sometimes it's hard to catch it before the break. That's what this slate is. A still wave. A feeling frozen in time. And I appreciate you bringing it back to me.
Is the music state I returned still in good shape?
Yeah, it looked like nothing was downloaded or tampered with. I'm almost glad it was taken by a fan instead of a competitor. Would have been awful to lose that thing. I was working on a brand new concept piece about floating into the center of existence. I'm not feeling it yet. I'm still working out the last few sections, but eventually I'll give it a spin in the Astral Lounge. Thanks again for finding that thing. Next time, I'll try and keep an eye on it. Hope you enjoy the show.
See what the big deal is. It's all legal.
I haven't felt so guilty since I was a kid.
Get out of my way! I'm trying to get out of here.
Quit staring.
Sleep crates for rent.
Okay, it has to be a full one.
Howdy.
Which one do I have selected?
No customer. Bienvenue. Before you order, I have two simple rules you need to know. Oh, this is my place. That means everyone in here is under my protection. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Deux. If you're buying drinks, you better have cash. Madame Sauvage does not offer credit. Good? Ça c'est bon?
Love your accent. Where's it from?
Oh, well, thank you very much for the compliment. I'm told my family tree traces itself back to Yara, on Earth. specifically the region known as France. A long and proud history, no? Finally, someone who listens and does what they're told. A rare commodity.
I can personally vouch for my colleague here and make...
So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Have you come... You want information? Go read a book. You want a drink? Talk to Madame. It's nothing less than heaven.
We know about that.
Of course, of course. Administrator Bayou has forbidden it. Now, if Euphorica wants to sell it in our members' lounge, or Legrand wants to mix it into blend, that's their choice. Moi? I prefer to stay off of Bayou's way. Unfortunately, that will have to remain my secret for now. Let's just say I was owed a substantial debt. On my home planet. Now, science will tell you that this is from tiny microscopic organisms that are emitting bioluminescence. I think it's a dance, that is the essence of velocity.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm zoned out of my mind right now.
What are you looking at? This? This is Ebbside Striker's turf.
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it?
If you're trying to scare me, you're failing badly.
Yeah, back in the day, you would never. Ugh. Yeah, you used to be people were afraid of the Strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea!
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? Whatever this is.
What are the disciples like?
I mean, the Strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna bleed. But the disciples? Pfft, total nutjob animals. They torture people for kicks. And the only people that kept them from getting out of control? Us. And now we're all but ruined.
Can you tell me about the Ebbside Strikers?
We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and no one gave us shit. And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the disciples. Now look at us.
I've heard of your gang and you need to talk to the person in charge.
So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve.
Well, yeah.
Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine, fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Ebbside Strikers.
So funny.
Oh, nothing. Joining us now is great. People are banging down our door to go down with this ship.
Take me to Briggs and I'll think about joining.
You know, I'll just do that. Right now. This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
Hello.
Hello. So that's the contact for the
Nothing like a velocity after a rough shift at Xeno.
strikers look out for one another.
Someone says they might want to join.
A recruit? Been a while.
I know, right? Savage says we can't go killing people around here anymore.
We shouldn't be doing that anyhow. You want to join us? We're a gang. You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steal, we mug, we kill if we have to. People that come to us have usually run out of options. So are you really interested?
I'm only here to deal with the disciples. They're a menace.
There was a time when we were the only ones that kept those psychos in line. But I'll get to that. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different is we're family. It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in, we'll go through hell and back for you.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do.
Why do you keep the gang from killing people?
Ebbside is where all the loser and sad stories end up, once Neon and Administrator Bayou has used them up. Surviving here ain't easy. Sometimes blood's got to flow just to get food based on your plate. But we only take what we have to.
Sign me up then.
Not so fast. I gotta get to know you first. What would you bring to the Strikers?
I'm a member of the Crimson Fleet, so my credentials should speak for themselves.
Now you are speaking my language. Good. I'm not sure what your game is, but if you really want to join, there's a test. You're going up against the Disciples. Everyone in Ebbside's been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Some people snap, and snap hard. The Disciples are maniacs, pure and simple. The test is to find out who has been arming those nutjobs with military-grade hardware.
I'd like to end as many disciples as I can.
We're fully in alignment there.
I can't understand this sudden urge to join the Strikers gang. I can think of about 100 better ways you could be spending your time.
There's a warehouse they use. One of our friends said there's a slate there that has the info we need.
Oh, that's my job. I was going to go in and make them pay.
You want it? Too bad, Vogel. You go in there, and it's a bloodbath. I want someone that can snatch it from them. Ideally with them never even knowing it happened. Consider this your audition.
I can't believe you're actually going to do this.
There's no shame if you just walk away and go back to your pretty little life. Huh. So you did the job, and nobody had to die. That was one hell of an audition.
I think I killed everyone in there.
Everyone thinks the Ebbside Strikers are out for the count. But now that we know where the Disciples are getting their guns, I feel the tide is turning.
Thought you were in dire straits.
As soon as I realized that the Disciples had sniper rifles and assault rifles, I ordered everyone to go to ground. But we can't keep it up forever. All we need to be back in the game are weapons of our own.
Thought I could help out.
Trying to score points with the boss. Smart play, new fish. You might want to say hello to the rest of the gang. They should be friendlier, or I'll make them friendlier. After you take some deserved R&R, hit up Hatchet for any gear you may need, and a job I got in mind for you.
The Ebbside Strikers used to rule the streets.
So, you're part of the gang now, huh? Welcome, then. Don't be too put out if it takes a while for the hooligans to warm up to you. They ain't big on outsiders.
Everyone seems nice to me. What do you mean?
Really? They are? Son of a bitch. So apparently it's just me they had a problem with. I mean, I wasn't at my best, but still. Really classy.
Us outsiders have to stick together.
Definitely. I got your back now, new fish. I used to be a trader. Had a top-of-the-line tie-out, a flush bank account. I was at the top of my game. Then one really epic crash at the Astro Lounge and poof, gone. Bye-bye. Woke up in the gutter, and I've been trying to crawl out ever since.
It's keeping you in Ebbside.
The whole damn system is rigged. They rope you into the lounge and just suck your credits dry. Then, when you got nothing, you're just another junkie in Ebbside. No way to make credits and get out. If it weren't for the strikers, well, you get the picture.
Sounds like cautionary tale somewhere.
And I'm the poster child. Anyway, you need anything else?
Have you kicked the Aurora habit?
Yeah. Well, maybe. Man, when you're tripping Aurora, it's like nothing else. But it can eat you up. Stay clear, kid. Trust me on it. I have a few hustles of my own. Plus, I'm not bad at a bit of the stand and deliver. Haven't had to end too many people. Yet. Times are bad now, though. See you later.
So you're part of the team now. All right, not bad. Briggs may be in charge, but know that I'm his second. So stay on my good side, right?
Well, here's the new friendships.
That's right. Friendship. Family. You're gonna do great here. Not going to lie, you've come to us during a shit time. Wasn't that long ago that we held our own against the disciples. Now we're just hiding behind our mother's scat. We need to do something. Well.
How did the disciples beat you guys?
Serious goddamn military hardware. How can a knife compare to a fully auto Grendel, right? I mean, before then, we gave as good as we got. All of those bastards are armed. And we tried to make a stand. And after the funerals, we hunkered down.
How did this whole thing start?
Everything was pretty fine, till a couple years ago. They had their side of town, we had ours. I mean, we'd have misunderstandings, but Briggs always sorted things out. Then one day, the disciples wanted all of Ebbside. It's been blood and knives ever since. Yeah, goodbye.
Neon's a living thing, and it feasts on our pain. Huh. So you survived. Andrea?
Why didn't you warn me then?
Andrea has lost more than any of us. She used to be a pilot, had a ship, a life, everything. Now she walks the hard road of staying clean. Leaves her in a bad mood, pretty much always.
I'll be sure to thank Andrea.
Andrea does what she has to.
Right, Andrea.
Respect that. Everyone is hard because they have to be. These streets and alleys are all I know. They chew up the weak, they leave them broken or dead in the gutters. So don't be weak.
Rick said you have a next task?
Oh, you are focused. Good. So the job is, we let the streets know the strikers are back. We have signs. Signs that indicate our turf. Hacking the signs is easy. Getting to them or fighting any disciples there, that is the challenge.
Okay.
Briggs said he prefers no blood. But I say, make the disciples bleed at every chance.
Oh, there will be blood.
Good. If you need things too, I can hook you up. It's my job to make sure all the strikers have what they... Good luck. A lot of the signs are high. Here's what I have.
Need that.
Be careful. Be smart out there.
What can I get you today?
Had a second to chat? I'm in the market. I think so. I've never been on one before, but I hear the space lanes are getting... Damn. I really thought that was my ship.
Oh, how many velocities did I have?
Okay. Space frog. Okay.
Itching to be an organ donor?
Don't stop and jump.
I have the high ground.
I'm getting a Deimos.
I have the high ground, disciple. Those things are massive.
What do we have here? Decided to drop by on Neon and do a little vandalism, huh? There's a steep fine for that. Tell you what, you pay the fine now. Maybe, but as soon as you started putting up a Striker gang sign? No way. I'm just doing my job. You know how it is. Maybe we could... Sounds like you might... I'm done talking to you.
That's the only language Neon's...
Enjoy your stay on...
I didn't think it was considered vandalism, but alright.
up with the gangs.
What I don't sell.
Okay.
Hey, get away from me.
What have I done? So I need to do it 20 times.
I think you're gonna fit in well. Really well. You've really kicked the hornet's nest. Good. Andrea's running point on grabbing the gun stash. I need you and Vogel to keep the disciples off balance.
So we're finally doing this?
It's time, Vogel. The gloves are off. Both of you, keep the collateral damage down if you can. But it's do or die.
I'll do what it takes to win.
Like the attitude, but don't give Neon Security any reasons to go after us, okay?
We've come this far, so we intend to see things through to the end, Briggs.
You two coordinate whatever you need to. I have a request. I know this is asking a lot. Newell's Goods has some armor. Not mil-spec ranger gear or anything, but better than the cast-off clothes the strikers wear. So if you could, well, spring for some armor upgrades, maybe convince Newell to sell it to us.
I'll see what I can do.
All the strikers owe you big time. Any credits it costs, I promise we'll pay you back, with interest. Now's the time for those strikers to make a comeback.
I hope you aren't here to cause any trouble.
You try a velocity.
Got a problem?
like making a purchase today?
How are things between you and Dietrich?
Much better, thanks for asking. I don't exactly know what you said to Dietrich, but he's certainly turned everything around. He's really stepped up and taken an active role in fighting Neon Security's corruption. He's even organizing the merchants' meetings with me. Best of all, I think we've become good friends, which is a rare thing to come across in this city, I can tell you that.
I'd like to buy some armor for the Ebbside strikers.
Oh, dear Lord. Did Briggs put you up to this? All these gangs are a menace. I don't want to have any part of it.
Why won't you sell them?
Because they're bottom-feeding parasites. They steal and murder, and security couldn't care less. Us businessmen have to draw a line somewhere, and this is mine.
The fact that Briggs has enforced the issue has to be worth something.
I've known Briggs for ages, and he's not the problem. It's people like Hatchet and Andrea. They're dangerous.
The strikers don't even the playing for the disciples will win. That's bad for everyone.
They are definitely the lesser evil. All right, already. All right. You pay and I'll send Briggs his armor. But this is a one-time deal.
Okay.
I don't want anything to do with this madness after that.
This should cover.
That's not a discount. That's robbery. Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point.
There's no the price is too high and you know it.
If you don't like it, find some.
There's no reason for us to have a problem.
Yeah, I hope so.
You know, I really think I left the oven on.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I'm making jokes now?
Fine. I'll get the armor over to Madame Sauvage. We're done. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today.
I want to keep on getting this O2 down because I do need more O2. Is that considered one? It does. Okay.
Dreaming of this. Finally, Briggs is going to let me kick these disciples where it hurts. I've been telling him to let his best man loose for weeks. So thank you for changing his mind.
Sounds like you and Briggs have history.
You better believe it. Both of us worked for that hellhole Xenofresh way back. I was a casualty of a reduction in force. But Paul Briggs's leg got crushed in an accident. So Xenofresh, being the class act they are, they fired him, and later even sued him. So it was him and I on the streets. I helped him through rehab. The Ebbside strikers sort of grew around us. You better believe it. The plan's simple. We hit the street runners hard in as many points as possible. Maximum chaos, right? Then Andrea can waltz into their weapons cache, snag the big guns, and then the real fun begins.
Alright.
Well, Briggs ain't the only one thinking round here. Here's 3 groups of street rats for you. Me and my boys will take some others. Fun time.
you're the strikers, darling. Yeah, we had those blighters all tied up until you came along. The name's Holt, and I'm here to offer you a deal.
Say your piece. If you're what passes for a leader and disciples, no wonder they're in trouble.
I'll let that slide. The strikers are old news. Positively analog. You help us take out their so-called leaders, and the disciples can pay big. Credits, yeah? A dumpster full of them. Literally, if that's your thing.
Why the indiscriminate violence?
In order to keep a rat in place, you gotta scare it, terrify it. And if it happens to be good for a laugh, well, that's a bonus, right?
The disciples are unchecked, won't things get worse?
And you give a damned about that why? This ain't your fight, pal. Ebbside's always been about survival of the fittest. As long as the tourists stay away, no one cares what happens.
Won't take your blood money.
Die, asshole.
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
I was gonna see some action tonight.
This thing is insane.
We got the guns, new fish. Went in, pop, 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 and the cash is ours.
And that's thanks to me and my new best mate. Hit any problems on your patrol?
You're alright, Vogel. Good working with you.
Hell, at first I thought you were some dumb thrill seeker. But you're, well, pretty awesome.
The real
Everything's
deal.
going according to plan, Briggs.
Good. Now we hit them where it hurts. This warehouse is one of their main strongholds. Not going to lie. Taking it is going to be hard. New fish, we wouldn't be here without you. What's the play? Go in guns blazing? We hold back?
This is your brattle. You make the call.
Then we all go in together. You heard the plan. Let's do it.
Playtime is over. Downstairs, now.
Oh, it's the Syndicate.
You think Neon Security
Or no.
wouldn't know about what's going down? Please. Looks like you've done a bit of violence. A bit of murder. Word is, all this is due to you. Why are you messing around with my streets, huh?
Somebody has to do something about the disciples.
As I can see. So here's what's going to happen. Gang violence gets too noisy. That hurts the bottom line around here. No one affects the bottom line.
Tell that to the disciples.
No. I want you to, Mr. Briggs. The disciples have been pissing me off for far too long. So, your gang throws off Sewer Rat Blue and starts wearing Neon Security Black. Or, you can be found face down in the streets. And you say your goodbyes. Briggs is a smart lad. He'll make the right choice.
You'd hire them all after they're done?
The best way to fight gang violence is getting your own pet gang. Trust me, they'll fit right in on the force.
That's a generous, surprising offer.
Setting street rat against street rat is pretty elegant, right? Don't take too long. Time to onboard the new hires.
Good you're here. Huddle up, gang.
Is this for real?
They want me to be a cop.
Shit. We could get a real pad. Maybe even move out of Ebbside? Briggs, I'm so in.
After all we've done, Neon Security seriously will let that go?
I don't see why not. Do you really think anyone cares who stabs who in Ebbside? What's your take?
No reason Owen would lie. The offer seems legit.
We've been struggling just to feed ourselves. Having a salary again. Hard to believe.
I would urge you all to exercise caution. Owen Dexler isn't exactly a saint.
Anyone object to going for the deal? This is your chance. No one? Good. Really good. I'll give Owen the news. I can't say I was expecting this. Whatever god or gods we please to get you to help us, know we'll be forever grateful.
Just keep the disciples under control.
With resources and backup, the streets are gonna be safer. It looks like the strikers are retiring. And here's your cut.
Nice.
You guys did this? It's almost impressive. Almost.
No, I did this. Okay, I think I need to go back up above. And sell everything. We need to drain all of this O2. That was weird.
Dietrich's been... We're fully stocked and ready to sell. No problem. Watch your back out there.
Got those two.
You need to move, so this better not be a waste of money. You got the money. All right, buzz off. Busy.
Mariah Adams is looking for someone this...
Jameson, welcome to Sick Heart's Out. If you don't...
All right. It's Crimson Fleet time. Oh, I need to go down below anyway. Almost back up to 150,000 credits.
Be careful around here.
Okay. Need to put my hat back on.
Haven't seen a Reach in a while. What's up?
Oh, she moved over here.
Can I get you something?
You looking to get zoned?
Zoned?
Yeah, you know, dusted, blazed, frosted, high. If you aren't here to buy some Aurora, then what the heck do you want?
I'm not a tourist. You can drop the act.
Oh, it's not an act. If you're looking to score some Aurora, we can talk later. But for now, since you're clearly the rook that Delgado sent, let's talk business. Save both of us some time. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously.
Oh. Who said no one's taking you seriously?
Come on, give me a break. You're not exactly a top dog over there at the key, now are you? Sending me a rook to handle a job this risky is a goddamn insult. Specifics, huh? Okay, fine. I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 contacts and a hell of a lot of credits. The whole time, I'm also keeping Bayou off our backs. That idiot even catches a whiff of money and he latches onto you like a damn leech.
The few times I've dealt with Benjamin Bayou in the past have been rather unpleasant, to say the least.
If you want to piss off Delgado by complaining, that's on you.
All right. I get the point. Let's just get this over with. I don't have a ton of time to stand here and screw around, so I'm gonna make this as clear as possible. You want the conduction grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly.
Okay. What exactly is the power core?
Some fancy name the brain-trusted Generdyne calls the room where all the power from the conduction grid is stored. Cute, right? Hey, don't look at me. I didn't build the damn thing. All I know is that the tech inside the place is valuable.
Where's the underbelly?
Beneath, it's the lowest level of need.
Yes, I know that. What kind of facility are we talking about?
I'm talking about Generdyne's main power plant for Neon. All their cushy offices might be up in the trade tower, but the nuts and bolts of their operation are running beneath the city.
Okay. Sounds easy enough.
Love the confidence. But before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system.
Okay.
It's a simple side job that'll earn you some credits. I think you can handle it.
Why should I bother doing this for you?
The elevator doesn't exactly go to the top floor in that head of yours, does it? Everything in the Crimson Fleet is accomplished through a decent helping of give and take.
Okay.
As in, I'm not going to give you the information to get your precious data unless you take this virus and upload it like I asked.
Delgado never meant. Okay.
Well, look at you. You're smarter than
Delgado told me to follow
Generdyne
everything.
has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in their databanks, and I want access. Here, take this microdrive and access the computer in Brayson Bayou's office. It'll do the rest on its own.
Ooh. Another Bay who works at Generdyne?
Yep, nepotism has its advantages. Word on the street is that the Generdyne gig is the only one Benjamin could get for his younger brother. Well, he's not the brightest.
A high-speed wireless collection siphon should make the job essential.
It might be wireless, but you aren't going to be able to use it from here, genius. Generdyne's got their place locked down tight. But, as usual, the weak link comes from the people that work there.
Okay.
I recommend you start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at Generdyne. Get your hands on her security pass, and you'll have the run of the place.
Well, I need security.
You should be asking what won't you need it for.
Okay.
The facility is closed to the general public, and they keep all of their important files encrypted. Not to mention the fact that there's going to be all sorts of nasty security inside you're going to want to bypass.
Gotta be a catch.
The catch is that Komiko's having a little fling with Benjamin Bayou. Anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorica. Talk to the owner of the place, Micah. She'll point you in the right direction. As for dealing with Komiko herself, she's got an office in the trade tower if you're looking for something incriminating. The rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done, come meet me at the VIP booth in the Astral Lounge so we can celebrate.
Okay. Can you give me the lowdown on Euphorica?
Pretty laid-back club over in Ebbside. Owner's name is Maiko. She's young, but sharp as a razor, and has gang muscle to back her up. The little Aurora lounge she has tucked away in the building is the real gold mine. Said she modeled it after opium dens on old Earth. Bayou takes a cut of the profits, of course. The rumor says it's way less than he usually takes. No one knows why.
Anything you need to know about Kimiko?
Businesswoman. Tough as hull plating. She's the COO at Generdyne, and I can assure you she didn't get there with her winning smile. As for her relationships, well, that's a bit more complicated. Publicly, she's having a bit of a fling with Benjamin Bayou. But rumor has it that she's just using Bayou and having a little bit of fun on the side with Micah, the owner of Euphorica. If I were you, I wouldn't bother trying to appeal to her good nature. She's a manipulative person who uses people to get what she wants.
Okay. What's Bryson Bayou's story?
Nepotism gets him the job at Generdyne as their chief technician. Yet the guy doesn't know the first thing about electrical engineering. They obviously invented the position just to give them more on a salary. One of the many poorly kept secrets in Neon.
Okay.
Frankly, I think he's such a screw-up. Benjamin Bayou stuck his ass in that facility under the city to keep him out of the limelight. Not much to tell, really. Thanks to their nifty little conduction grid, they're able to provide power for the entirety of Neon. Damn thing was supposed to be some kind of miracle invention, turning lightning into usable electricity. Neat trick, right? Only catch is that you need a planet like Voli, where lightning strikes often enough to make it feasible. Guess how many of those exist? Ding! If you said 0, you're absolutely correct. So Generdyne has been in dire financial straits for years.
As soon as cities been loaning them credits to keep afloat?
Loaning them credits? No, that's not how things work around here. The only reason they haven't folded is because they charge exorbitant fees for power. I'm talking 2 or 3 times what it costs in New Atlantis. Okay, now, on to round 2 of our little game. Guess who has a major stake in Generdyne and soaks up all that delicious profit?
Ryujian.
Ooh, not even close. The answer? It's good old Benny Bayou. That son of a bitch has a finger in every single pie and the sorry excuse for a city. Generdyne's no different. All off the books, of course. How the hell do you think Brayson Bayou got the job down there? It wasn't because of his good look.
Okay.
Just grab that tech and plant the virus. Should be a cinch.
So I'm gonna use the bathroom right quick and we'll get right back into this. Kind of went 6-7 hours. I do want to do this. We'll just have episodes all week this week, which I might end up doing for the foreseeable future because we want to get done before Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out, and I'll probably have about 2 weeks to kind of get through as much as I can of that before I go on vacation to Florida for a week or so. So maybe we'll kind of binge that hard, and then that's out there all the time. We'll kind of see.
Get lost. I have a job to do.
So do I. Okay, Genodyne Industries.
Yeah, what? Is this important? I'm really busy right now. Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the conduction grid tour, we shut it down a year ago.
What's the conduction grid?
See that big yellow thing that's draped over almost the entire city? That's the grid, or what the locals call the span. Besides looking like some sort of madman's modern art piece, it's actually the main source of the city's power.
Tour would have been nice.
Well, like I said, it's shut. Look, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you. I'm afraid that things...
Okay, why are you being open to this kind of sensitive information?
Why? Because I'm sick and tired of putting on a corporate face and pretending that nothing's wrong. It's do or die time around here. We can either spin our wheels forever or worse, go under completely.
I would have expected this company to be making a fortune.
Wish that was the case. Fact of the matter is, we're barely treading water. The conduction grid went online almost 75 years ago. And since then, we haven't developed a single groundbreaking innovation. At this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the waste that's going on in the research and development division.
Are you in charge around here?
Unfortunately, no. I'm in third on the corporate ladder. One step above me is Ayumi Komiko. She's the COO of the company. And then there's Kaito Harada, our esteemed CEO who never seems to be around.
The conduction grid is Genodyne's only product?
No, of course not. We still produce smaller power systems and backup generators, but nothing even close to the magnitude of the conduction grid. Genodyne needs to come out with something spectacular to put us back on the map. If not, we'll remain stagnant forever, or worse.
Breaking even is better than being out of business.
Of course it is, but we're teetering on the edge of a precipice. One wrong move and the whole operation topples into the ocean. The problem is that Brayson Bayou, Administrator Bayou's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. I swear to you, the man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology.
How do you get this?
Isn't it obvious? Administrator Bayou clearly leaned on Ms. Komiko to get his brother hired. It's nepotism in action.
Why do you care so much? What happens?
I can give you 117 reasons. Our employees. If Genodyne goes completely under, how many of them will lose their jobs?
This guy actually
How many
cares.
might get cut in a restructure? My position puts me in charge of the welfare of our personnel. I can't in good conscience allow that to happen to them.
Surely there are other scientists working.
Of course there are. But so far, Brayson has suppressed most of their work through pure jealousy. Look, I'm running out of options. No one above me seems to care what's going on, but I'm willing to take a chance. I have a full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayou, but I don't know if he can be trusted. What do you think I should do?
What does the report say?
It describes my aggravation with how badly Brayson Bayou is running the Research and Development Division. I'm also including a list of all the failed experiments he's greenlit, and how much they've cost Genodyne as proof of his incompetence. I'm praying someone as financially successful as Administrator Bayou might be able to put aside his ego and look at this from a business perspective.
If you're worried about this company, then send that report to Administrator Bayou.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I can't allow Brayson to run this company into the ground. Hey, look. Thanks for helping me out with this. It's been on my mind for a long time. If there's anything else you need, any questions at all, feel free to ask.
We either kill this man or Bayou's going to kill his brother because Bayou takes a large profit from Genodyne. We'll see.
That's an excellent question. And the
Oh, there's not enough.
Conduction grid is
I know
Genodyne
this
has
answer.
As long as it doesn't get me into serious trouble. Ask away.
How long has she been your boss?
I've only been working here for a few years now, and she's been my boss the entire time.
Okay.
Well, the big boss is our CEO, Mr. Harada. But I've actually never met him. He lives somewhere in New Atlantis, I think.
So he manages from New Atlantis, which is in UC space, but the headquarters is in Freestar Collective? Okay, that's weird.
She's my boss. She's fine, I guess. Look, like I said, I don't want to get into serious trouble. She might be a bit tough on all of us, but being responsible for Neon's power grid is a very stressful position. Sometimes that stress trickles down.
Okay.
Thanks.
But before we do this...
Sorry. We aren't... As long as it does... Whoa. Okay, that's cool.
I know you'd like to help me out if you could.
You know how it is.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm still willing to talk. Come on. I'm trying to help here. Okay, listen. You didn't hear this from me, but I know she's up to something with Benjamin Bayou. He was in her office a few weeks ago, and they had some kind of shouting match. It got really heated until Bayou stormed out the door. I don't know what it was about, but I happen to know Miss Komiko keeps audio recordings of all her meetings in her safe.
Okay.
Before you ask, yes, I'll unlock it for you. Just don't tell anyone I helped, okay? Because I'm sick and tired of the corruption that's running through this city. People around here spend half their lives terrified about being backstabbed, and spend the rest of it planning on how they're going to screw over someone else. Something rotten is going on in this company, and one day, I hope to find out.
I mean, it's the guy running the entire city. We haven't... What? I haven't played Tarkov with Rank in about a week or so.
It was great speaking with you.
I don't have time for this.
But I still
Talk to my
play
secretary
here and
if you need
there.
something.
Is there anything else that connects these guys to anything?
Haven't met our CEO, Mr. Harada? Me either. He's never around.
Sorry, I'm busy at the moment.
Are you supposed to
There's no way we can do this, right? Yeah, there's no way we can hack that. This door's hard. Do I have like a window shader? Come on. This is a weird thing. This is the COO's office, and anyone in the company can just read her laptop. There it is.
Hey, that isn't yours.
Hey, it's okay. I'm helping myself.
Alright, Ben. What was so important I had to come to the office in the middle of the night?
It's the numbers, Ayumi. I don't like what
The numbers, Mason.
If you'd stop interfering with my company, the numbers would be better.
Your company? That's funny. I thought it belonged to Mr. Harada.
Give me a break. We both know you set up that identity so we could both reap the profits off the books.
If Genodyne was showing
Oh!
we wouldn't be having this conversation.
That's how he's funneling money.
Profit when all I have is your brother, the idiot, as my chief technician.
I'd choose your next words very
We just killed the guy at the desk.
Raise the utility costs to your clients, cut some staff. I don't care how you do it. I want Generdyne's profits soaring by the end of the month. And if I ever hear you talking about Brayson like that again, well, I'm sure you can imagine.
We just killed the guy at the front desk. I'm sure you were a good employee at some point. Has to be this one, right? Just give me the auto slot. Yep. It was backwards. I was about to screw that up.
Stop running if you know what's good for you!
How does he see me?
Neon security. Searching a fine.
Yes. Searching a fine, upstanding citizen like myself would be dumb, especially when I can just steal everything back. I should just stole it all back.
Stay out of trouble or we'll have a problem.
How did he? I think that's a bug. Bug detected.
You want to see how short my